Hi, hello students. I am Shankar from the Galgote University, School of Medical Allied Science, Department of MLT. Today we'll discuss about introduction of bacteriology for the medical lab technology students. What is the relation between the medical lab technician and bacteria? Why he need to study? Reason, when you go to the hospital, mostly the bacteriology department is there. In the MLT, bacteriology department or microbiology department. Under that one, the technician will receive mostly the urine culture, pus culture, blood culture, sputum culture, like a bone culture and organ culture, everything we will getting that all some why we need to why they are mentioning the culture it means when you are receiving the sample artificially we have to grow the bacteria, then we can go for the study about which type of disease is there, how it can get in, what type of bacteria will be present, what is the pathogenic nature, and how we can treat, then what type of antibiotics you have to provide. That is everything identified by the medical lab technician. That's why we are going for the study about each bacteria and bacterial shape, bacterial size, what is the how many cells present is there, bacterial cells we can discuss in this slide. In the you can see here the learning objectives from this content from this PPT. We can go for identification of the bacterial morphology. We can learn about classification of bacteria and staining techniques. After staining, how we can observe bacterial morphology, little bit introduction about staining also. In introduction, the microorganisms. The microorganisms, several classes of living beings. Okay, we have several number of microorganisms. These all microorganisms, whatever virus, cocci, bacilli, whatever is present in all like environmentally, that is based upon the cellular structure. We can divide it two groups. We are divided two groups by the scientists, that is eukaryotic and prokaryotic. Eukaryotic cell types are examples animal, plant, fungi, protozoans and algae. And prokaryotic cell examples bacteria, blue-green algae. Okay, here also the eukaryotic also example algae is there, but prokaryotic also one of the algae is that is an example blue-green algae, that is entirely different. And next one, in the come to the when you are studying about the bacteriology in introduction, first of all you should remind or you should learn about Anthony Leeuwenhoek, who is the introduced the microscope for examination of the microscope by the staining. After staining we can observe by the microscope only. When he was developed the microscope, the magnification only 275. Nowadays we have thousands magnifying. Okay, he was done with the simple lens. By the simple lens, he was made the one microscope. It's approximately 275 magnification. The published drawings of microorganism in 1683. When he was observed 275x magnification bacteria, he was draw the pictures also. Okay, now it could reach to the magnification up to over the 200x with the simple ground lenses. Okay, simple lens. He was using only simple lens. He is trying to magnifying up to the 275. Nowadays, we are getting even normal microscope also, compound microscope also, 1000 like a 100 times compared with the past. Okay, one microorganism based upon the one microorganism structure, we can magnify 100 times also. This is the picture of Anton Leeuwenhoek. A basic microscope having major three parts. One is
ocular lens. Second one is objective lens. Third one is tube. We have another parts also. Compared with other parts, the basic most of the important for magnifying the image. Here, what is the use of the microscope? That use is magnifying the image. Okay, nowadays we are using the whatever using the microscope, that is more than mm, thousands, 3000, 4000, 5000 also magnifying available. Those are days which are the modified by the Antonio Leeuwenhoek, that is only 200 around 300. Okay, you can see where it is the magnifying the image. First of all, you can see here this is the objective lens. This objective lens, we have three different types is there. One is the low power, second one is high power, third one is oil immersion. Then low power, that is the 10x, this is the magnifying 10 times. matlab one microorganism is the size is zero point 0.1 micron, it can be increased 10 times, then only it can be you can observe by the microscope. Next one, high power, that is a 45x. If 45 means this around 45 times it will be magnifying. And oil immersion, 100 times it can be increase the size of the bacteria, it can be usable by the eyepiece. Here one of the most of the part in microscope. And this one, the next one, you can see this appearance, this is the specimen slide stage. Okay, which are the having the specimen slide, that slide we can put on the stage, this is name is called the stage. And next one, condenser also available. Condenser is most to help for the focusing or getting light from the external internal sources. Okay, come to the body tube. This body tube is present between the objective lens and ocular lens. Ocular lens, another name is eyepiece. Eyepiece. Now you can see between objective lens and eyepiece, the tube is there. That is the halo part. The tube is called, it's like a passing light through this one only. Then only we can observe by the ocular lens. This ocular lens also have the parts like a types is there. One is 5x, next one is 10x. These are the parts for the microscopic function. Most of the bending light, you can see here, bending light is nothing but whatever using the concave or convex lenses, it can be help for the magnifying the image, as well as it can absorb clear image and sharp image by the microscope. Size of bacteria. In bacteria, we cannot see by naked eye. That's why we are using microscope. Okay, in bacteria, in size always we can call microns or micrometers. These microns and micrometers, by human eye we cannot observe by the naked eye. That's why we can use again microscope. Microscope is most important in the MLT department. Next one, you can see the microorganism size. The microorganism size 0.2 to 1.5 diameter and length 3 to 5 microns diameter. Is most of the organisms highly pathogenic. That's why the point is the medical importance bacterial size. Okay, other microorganisms is also is there, like a 6 microns or 10 microns also is there, but medically pathological important 0.2 to 1.5 diameter and 3 to 5 length microns.
And next one, can see the first picture observed. Can you tell anyone the name of the this structure? Can see which of the this shape? Rod shape. A rod shape means we can call bacilli. And next one, can see this is the here oval shape, a spherical shape. The spherical shape bacteria we can call cocci shaped organism. And next one, you can see here rigid spiral shape is here. You can write spirella. Okay, these are the structure of the bacilli. The bacteria have one of the three cellular shapes. Based upon the shape, we can call the bacteria rod shape, bacilli, cocci shape, oval shape cocci, and spirilla like a rigid spherical shape. And next one, another arrangements of the cocci. Arrangements of the cocci. Cocci also like a single cocci or bunches cocci or chain formation cocci or monococci, diplococci. We have to observe by the microscope only. You can see here the diplococci are able to see. This is the diplococci. Next single monococci and tetrad groups 4. Only 4 cocci is there. And next one streptococci like a chain formation. This is the electron microscopic structure. And cocci in cluster staphylococci. You can see here. These are the most important pathogenic cocci. Okay, based upon the multiplying, based upon the pathogenic, based upon the genus, it can be give the different shapes. The streptococci and streptococci mostly pathogenic organism. And reproduction, how it can be reproduction, how it will be developing. For example, one bacteria or one bacilli enter into the human body, then it can be multiplying. How it can be processed? By the process of division of binary fusion. The bacteria like a prokaryotic division by the binary fusion. Binary fusion is nothing but, I will explain on next slide. I have video also, I will tell you. Single DNA molecule that first replicates. मतलब single DNA species, it can be replication. Attach each copy to the different part of the cell membrane. मतलब separate cell membrane formation. Cell begins to pull apart, matlab it can be started to the dividing one mother cell like a as a two daughter cells. Following the cytokinase, there are the then two cells are identical genetic composition, same genetic composition, similar genetic material. It can be divided from the one mother cell to two daughter cells. Next one, the spore formation, shape and position, bacterial spore. How it can be processed. The shape two types is there, oval shape and spherical. Okay, oval and spherical. And position, three type of the positions is there, central, subterminal, terminal. Okay, is nothing but the base. For example, take the bacilli. If it is spore formation in the center, we can say the center. If it is subterminal, between the terminal and central, that is the subterminal. If it is terminal, completely one end, the spore formation. This is the based upon the position. Next one, bulging and non-bulging. Non-bulging means within the cell, bulging means it's crossing the cell. Okay, now we can see oval central, spherical central, oval subterminal. Oval subterminal, oval terminal and spherical terminal free spore. And also you can see bulging and non-bulging spores also we can identify. And next one, difference between the gram positive and gram negative bacteria. Okay, till now we are studying about the shape of the bacteria. Now another broad classification of the bacteria is there, that is the gram positive and gram negative based upon the gram staining. Gram staining discovered or developed by Christian Gram. Okay, based upon the scientist name we can call gram staining. Okay, from the gram staining, by the gram staining, the bacillus we can divide it two families, that is the gram negative and gram positive. Gram negative bacillus, whether it is cocci or bacilli. Gram positive bacteria can be maybe present in cocci and present in bacilli also. Okay, what are similar? What is the difference between the both? You can see here the gram negative bacteria. First of all, you can study about the gram negative bacteria. More complex cell wall. It's having more complex cell wall and thin peptidoglycan cell wall layer. After that, outer lipopolysaccharide wall. And come to the gram positive. Simple cell wall, thick peptidoglycan cell wall layer, no outer lipopolysaccharide wall, and the last important points is there, that is the 2 points, retained safranin and retained crystal violet. Okay, maybe I will create another video for you with different gram staining. During the gram staining, I will tell you the principle about the safranin retain and crystal violet retain, why it's showing the pink color, why it's showing the purple color. Okay, why, how we can go for the differentiation by the gram staining, what is the basic principle. I will create, i will I will create in next video.
The flagella. Flagella is one of the important point in bacterial cell structure. It can be help for the movement of the bacteria. Okay, like a movement means it's moving from one place to another place in the water or in the food or in somewhere, anywhere it can be moving. The flagella, based upon the flagella arrangements in the cell wall, there are also several types and classification also is there. Okay, like a single flagella, double flagella movements also is there. For example of the flagellated organism, E. coli. E. coli, it can be causes food poisoning as well as urinary tract infection also. Okay, by this food poisoning, how we can go for the diagnosis? If it is person getting the food poisoning, we can go for the stool examination. By the stool examination, we have to perform hanging drop technique. And other urinary tract infection, we can go for the urine microscope examination. By the gram staining or hanging drop technique, we can identify this flagellated organism.
Spores. Spores is nothing but one of the oval shaped structural organism when it will be formation, and the bacterial having unfavorable condition. When the bacterial having unfavorable condition, the bacteria, whatever cocci or bacilli, mostly bacilli, it can be formed internally. The spore formation is nothing but the internal, the genetic material. It can be divided, it can be divided two forms. Okay, one is mother, another one is daughter. From the daughter DNL structure, it can be make the one circular two layers, one circle two layers, and mother daughter cells will be separated. From the daughter, it can be make one two layers. Between the two layers, the peptidoglycan layer will be present. Okay, these are the spores, highly resistant to heat, highly resistant to temperature and cold also. That's why when you are going for the sterilization, this spores is difficult. For example of the spore formation, anthrax and clostridium. For example of the spore formation, anthrax and clostridium. Clostridium spore formation, it can be causes 5% food poisoning, and Bacillus anthrax also it can be causes food poisoning as well as gas gangrene disease also.
Students, here some type of objective questions is available here based upon today current topic, introduction of bacteriology. Okay, say bacterial structure and bacterial types as well as spore formation also is there. If you are prepared these questions, maybe it can be help for you during your examination. And in this slide, supporting videos, introduction of the bacteriology and shape of the bacteriology and spore formation and binary fusion. For the supporting videos, I am attaching here the YouTube links also. You can watch once again these videos, maybe you will get the good idea about introduction of the bacteriology. And next one, reference. The textbook is most help for you. Any type of material regarding the bacteriology and virology, mycology, we can get it the Dr. C.P. Baweja textbook of microbiology for MLT and for the nurses also available. And third, Reference Dr. TV Rao, MD microbiologist. Thank you all my dear students.